You can often notice when dealing with narcissistic individuals that you can explain something to them until you are blue in the face and they simply seem to just not understand it, or they behave in a manner that makes people just feel icky, but they just don't seem to get it. With the majority of narcissistic individuals, they lack the self-awareness. They're very aware of how other people might respond to them if it's in a negative light. However, they are also very quick to rewrite it in their own head to make it work for themselves, to make reality work for themselves. There are lots of different indicators that narcissistic individuals lack self-awareness, and one of the first of these is they go all out to blame others for their problems. They don't take responsibility. It's not a case of I blame myself for the things that I've done wrong, however, I'm not taking responsibility for the things that somebody else has done wrong. A narcissist blames you for everything they've done wrong and blames you for everything you've done wrong. Narcissists rarely take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they go all out to blame all others for their mistakes, for their failures, demonstrating an inability to reflect on their own behaviour. They lack the empathy. One of the main criteria, one of the 9 criteria, is that lack of empathy. The narcissist's inability to understand or even care about how others feel shows a complete disconnect from the impact that their actions has on those around them, which is why a narcissistic individual can stand there and watch you cry with a glint in their eye and no remorse whatsoever. They believe it's your fault. You've made yourself upset. It was nothing to do with them. This lack of emotional awareness is a key sign of poor self-awareness. Their contradictory behaviour is a big giveaway. Narcissistic individuals often act in ways that contradict their words. They might claim to value honesty, yet they lie frequently. They claim to value loyalty, yet they cheat regularly. They fail to recognise or even acknowledge their own hypocritical behaviour. However, they will point out everybody else's, even if somebody else isn't being critical. They overreact to criticism. Even the most well-meaning constructive feedback can trigger an intense defensive rage from a narcissistic individual because it's dented their ego. They believe they are perfect. They don't need feedback from you. They don't need feedback from anyone. You're the one that needs the feedback from them. This hypersensitivity shows their lack of ability to objectively evaluate themselves or learn from any form of feedback. They simply go all out to shift the blame on somebody else. Now, when you've been dealing with a narcissistic individual and you've been criticised and put down on a regular basis, it's understandable then to not quite know where other people's feedback lies, what people actually mean by things, especially when you've been gaslighted into not believing what someone actually meant when you've been told that you misunderstood or they were only joking. However, you still walk away evaluating yourself, questioning yourself, doubting yourself. Narcissistic individuals just question all those around them. That exaggerated self-image. Narcissists often go all out to overestimate their abilities and their importance and underestimate your abilities and your importance, which reflects on their inability to see themselves realistically. Their inflated ego prevents any honest self-reflection. They're looking to protect their ego at all costs to those around them. They believe they're special. They believe they're deserving of that special treatment, and they don't see why people won't just give it to them. An inability to sincerely apologise. Narcissistic individuals don't reflect, so they just project onto somebody else. They often don't see a reason to apologise, and if they do, it's to escape consequences for their actions, and they shift the blame with those, I'm sorry you, I'm sorry but, I'm sorry if, when confronted, narcissistic individuals give half-hearted apologies or blame-shifting apologies. That refusal to admit fault reveals their lack of self-awareness about their own behaviour. The projection of flaws onto those around them. Narcissists often go all out to accuse others of the very behaviours the narcissist displays. The narcissist lies, they'll accuse you of being a liar. The narcissist gets dressed up for others. When you're going to do your weekly shopping, they'll accuse you of dressing up for someone. They cheat, they accuse you of cheating. They're envious, they'll accuse you of being jealous. This projection highlights their inability to recognise or accept their own flaws because they're too busy judging everybody else for flaws that other people don't actually have, as well as flaws that other people do have. Any indicators you notice that a narcissist lacks self-awareness, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books available on Amazon: How to Create Boundaries Around Those Who Have No Respect for Your Boundaries, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, How to Stay Sane and Break the Chain, a Narcissists Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, a Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery. And this is a journal, so it is mainly writing. There is prompts for you to use in each section and what to do, but a lot of it is about working on yourself and journaling. And then there's the new book, Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which is the first novel in a 3-part series. They are all available on Amazon if you'd like to go and check those out. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.